Hey everybody, it's Melanie, ExitMelanie, and I'm your Tuesday vlogger on Back2BasicsWLS. How are you? This week's topic is a comparison, I suppose, to attention you got from the opposite sex prior to your weight loss, after your weight loss. How does it make you feel? Do you like it? Is it fun? Did the fun wear off? Is it a little bit annoying? Do you now crave it in a big, bad way? Anyway. So we're going to talk about that, and then I'm going to add in, I think there's changes also in how, for me as a female, how females react towards you. And that, I'm not talking about from a lesbian perspective, although I'm sure that's, the same case as all of us have for attraction to same sex, opposite sex, I'm talking about just average female treating female in the big free world. I think it's a big difference pre-weight loss, post-weight loss, and opposite sex, it's not always positive. It's the biggest tongue twister ever. Anyway, remember now 2 things about me. 1, I was always the chubby girl who never really knew I was chubby. Did I lack confidence? Sure, but did I have enough to carry me through and get me through navigating the dating world? Yeah, sure I did. Sure I did. However, I'm also the type of girl, there's some people in the world, and please don't think that I'm talking about you when you watch this video. I know we all have that issue where when somebody mentions something in a video, we're like, oh my god, are they talking about us? I'm not talking about anyone in particular. I'm just talking about in life in general. I found, there's people that think if a member of the opposite sex, holds the door open for them, that they're hot for them. If they say hi to them, when they knock into each other in the store, oh my god, that person wants me. There's people who think that just the slightest things that have nothing to do with the person really wanting them, want them. I've always been on the opposite end of the spectrum where, quite frankly, a guy would have to be naked with his tongue down my throat before I went, oh yeah, he actually likes me. Yeah, and it just is the way. There's that little spectrum, okay? Some people... Anyway, let me stop there. So, I remember when I made the decision to have surgery, and I go to this convenience store by my house all the time to get iced coffee. And I remember this very clear in my head. I made the decision to have weight loss surgery. I had the appointment coming, and I'm struggling carrying iced coffee and other things in my purse in my hand. And this guy just totally dissed me on the door. And I remember saying, it's that song from Chicago, Cellophane. If you don't know the movie Cellophane, I wish I could put the link here, but type in Cellophane from the movie Chicago. Type in Cellophane Chicago. But anyway, what he talks about is that you can walk right by me, pass right through me, and not even know I'm there. So I think in my head that day, I'm like, I am cellophane today, and that same asshole is probably going to be tripping over himself in a couple of months to hold the door open for me if I could go forward into that. And that kind of thing, it can go either way. Right now, I don't know. I've heard some people say, let's say somebody didn't want to date me, 60 pounds ago, 50 pounds ago, whatever it may be, and now they want to date me. I'd be like that. Whereas other people, although, no, I have Ed, I'm just using this as an example. But, there are some people, and again, I'm not talking about anyone in particular, I'm not judging, I'm just life experience here. I'm 44, I got a lot of life experience. But, there's other people who will be like, I'm going to lose weight so I can get that guy. And, that has, I think, more to do with maybe our size or how we feel about it, more about, I think, how we feel about ourselves. And I know this is jumbled and all over the place. So, do I think everything in life changes when you're smaller? I do. I think people hold the doors open for you. I think people smile at you more. I think people are friendlier to you. I think you have a better chance to get a different job. I think everything about that. The world is a shallow world, folks. There's very few and far between people who are just going to be nice to someone and not immediately judge us by our size. We've all lived it, okay? So... do I think that that's better when we lose weight? Absolutely. But I also think part of it is it's hard to tell if it's better only because we lost weight or because of what we project into the equation. In other words, you start getting smaller, you start feeling better about yourself, and you project a more happy, a more smiley, a more approachable persona, so that someone might say hi to you based on you looking and feeling confident and friendly, as opposed to being thin. So it goes, you know, back and forth and back and forth. I don't think men pick their tongues off the floor when I walk by at this point. I really don't. And that's not being, oh, Melanie, you're being so humble. No, I'm being serious. But I don't think that happens. So I don't know. I have had very attractive female friends throughout the course of my lifetime. And it's another scenario. I just remember being out with my friend and pumping gas. And these men were like tripping over, do you need help? Or, hey, how you doing? And I'm going, it clicked into my head that, her being that attractive and having that much male attention, because male attention is not selective, meaning it's not only the guy the type that you like or the type that you would find hot. No, it's not selective. It's any testosterone in the environment's coming your way, so you can't pick and choose, So do we wear the smaller clothing and the skirt stuff because they make us feel good, or do we wear them because we want to be noticed when we go out? I don't know. I don't know what anybody's answer is for that. I think it feels good to feel good in what you're wearing. So what I imagine is true is that people are very different on different ends of this spectrum, but I do believe once you start losing weight, your personality, things change, your persona, your public, the way you walk, your confidence, everything changes, which makes you more approachable. However, in the shallow world, I think you get more attention based on being more put together, for lack of a better word. Now, the other thing is, that's talking about comfort level with people, let me check my time, people of the opposite sex. But what about females? Now, I've watched many a video on here about females being rotten to us females when we lose weight. Whether it's, other chubby females who liked you being their chubby friend and now you're the, normal size or skinny friend and that makes them uncomfortable. Or if it's just women, I don't know, but sometimes women are just mean to women. And I just think this is in general. This isn't, I often find myself saying, to one of my friends, or I said it to the nurse for one of my ladies the other day. I was like, do you think I messed around with like her boyfriend or her brother had a crush on me or something? Because I don't understand why this woman who has never met me before, I'm just trying to make an appointment, is being so outwardly nasty to me. And so I do go through that in sometimes, and I don't know if it's, maybe it's just me. Maybe it has nothing to do with my weight. It has to do with some kind of energy I emit that, for the most part, I have women who are very, very friendly and open and kind, but I've had experiences too where women are not so nice, or, oh, she thinks she's hot shit now, or, oh, all we got to hear about is her weight loss now, blah. So I think that changed. I think that changed as equally as the other. Okay? So that's the notes I had on there, and I'm interested to hear everybody's opinions on this. I find it to be an interesting topic, and I don't think it's a bad thing to say that you enjoy the attention. I just want to put that out there. I don't think it's a bad thing to say you enjoy the attention from the opposite sex, etc. I'm just saying, for me, it was a shift between being invisible to visible, cellophane to masking tape. I don't know, cellophane to something, Okay, I hope you have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.